Welcome to NBA Weekly with your host, DTLF.
What up, Laker family? What's up, NBA world? It's your boy DTLF back with another video. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. All right, the Lakers are trending up. We're going to recheck the power rankings on this week's episode of NBA Weekly. Also, we're going to look over the hedge a little bit. We got to look over the hedge because it's been a lot of fun to hear the internet talk about our Lakers after we smoked them. I mean, there's a couple of things we want to break down as well. I want to start, of course, though, with there's a couple games tonight. Nothing with serious implications, however. But, I mean, there's some interesting games of note. Obviously, the Nuggets won tonight. The Clippers are starting to get exposed. They got whooped. Well, not whooped, but they got beat by the Pistons. So, shout out to them. Blazers and Jazz are playing right now. And the Timberwolves lost to the Thunder. No surprises there. But, yeah, those are just some of the games for tonight that happened tonight. Tomorrow's the big games. Tomorrow, we got the big games. First of all, I want to say thank you, Nate. Thank you so much for purchasing memberships for all the community, brother. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot, brother. So thank you again so very much. Yeah, but here we go. What's good, Solo? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Everybody flexing the brand new. By the way, for those of you that are members, brand new emojis available, and there's going to be more updated as time progresses. So the memberships are growing, and so are the perks. So definitely go ahead and flex those new perks. And we got some new Luka stuff. And all that good stuff. Good to see you, Double Pancakes. All right, what it do, guys? What it do? All right, let's get into it because check this out, y'all. Luka Doncic just joined the Lakers, and he's already getting Laker treatment. All right, if this ain't a foul, I have no idea what is. But just look at how strong this man is as a player. All right, look at they're grabbing his wrist, pulling it back, still somehow manages to make that. But the thing for me is, all right, there's like about 3 fouls here on both sides of the floor. I'm just impressed how he's able to focus and finish through contact. That is Luka's specialty right there. And then people wonder why he complains about fouls and stuff. That's why, right? Yeah, I meant David. My bad. I'm so sorry. I meant David. Oh, my goodness. I'm tripping today. Yes, thank you, David. You're the GOAT, brother. Appreciate you. What's up, CJ? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Let's see. My apologies, David. My apologies. I meant David, yes. Everybody switched. They tone up after what this team did Saturday. They did, bro. And it's beautiful to watch. I really should have done it around the league, but I had to go run some errands today down in Los Angeles. But I should have done around and not in around the league. I'm sorry. Good take, bad take over on playback because there was a lot of switch ups, and I might still do one tomorrow morning. We'll see. But there was a lot of switch ups, and that's something that comes with the territory. All right. However, a lot of rumors here in the NBA. Let's start with the Naz Reid one because I think it's interesting that he might opt out and become a free agent. What do you guys think of Naz Reid? All right, these are the odds of teams he would join if he does become a free agent. Obviously, the Spurs have a lot of money to spend. The Cavs, the Mavericks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Knicks, and the Pelicans. Honestly, I would like him as a starting caliber big who can space the floor, defend, and rebound if he does indeed choose to become a free agent. Where we're going to find the money, I have no clue. Trades are always available and stuff like that. But Naz Reid is somebody I have had on my radar for the Lakers for quite some time. And I would love it if he does opt out and we figure out how to make it work, whether somebody takes a pay cut or whatever. But he could just be trying to get paid more than the $15 million. He's obviously worth more. And he might be just trying to re-up with the Timberwolves. So I will throw caution to the wind. But still, what do you guys think of Naz Reid? I would love to know you guys' opinions. Let's see here. My boy said, I would love it if Naz Reid came to us. Here's the thing, right? And a lot of people were asking me, Dan, do you think it's really a possibility we can land somewhere like Naz Reid? Of course. We have Luka and LeBron. That is something a lot of players want to play with. A lot. Dorian Finney-Smith recently said in shoot-around that he's gotten some of the most wide-open shots he has taken in his career because he's playing with two savants, right? And that's going to be interesting. If a player like this does become available, he would definitely, obviously nobody's going to fill the void and the gaping hole that AD leaves, but this guy would go a long way to helping some of that, release some of that out a little bit. Now, obviously, like I said, we would probably have to make a trade or something, figure something out, but that's just food for thought right there. Naz Reid potentially becoming a free agent. Katrina says, Dan, you always wanted Naz Reid. Can he play that role for Luka? Almost definitely. He's a perfect big for Luka. He's athletic. He can roll to the basket. He can catch lobs. Most importantly, he can space the floor. So if we want to play small ball, this is the way to go right here. Naz is solid big. He fits Luka's timeline. He's only 25. Exactly. So you see the vision, Miguel? Absolutely, bro. That is the vision right there. But again, not just food for thought. Don't want nobody to get carried away with this. I'm not making a prediction or nothing. Let's talk a little bit about my boy Austin Reaves, right? Because I've been thinking about it, man. I've been seeing a lot of his highlights on the internet. Is it just me, or does he remind me a little bit of Jamal Crawford? Check this play out. It's just one play. This is a very small sample size, right? But check this out, right? So he has a great feeling for the game. Notice how McLaughlin, or whatever his name is, reaches in here. So he pushes the ball forward. This is elite guard skills, all right? Now, check this out. Right now, Austin Reaves has this man defending from the hip, and he's going full speed to try to get in front of him. So what is Reaves going to do? He's going to pull it back. Ooh, right there. He has him in limbo now. The man is in hell. Now Austin knows that if he steps back, he either has a shot, but so does McLaughlin. McLaughlin knows this. Now, he does a great job of recovering, okay? Check this out. He recovers. He's back into defensive position. So you think. Watch what Austin Reaves does. Swoop, spins away. Nice lay off the glass. So again, watch it in full motion. This is very Jamal Crawford-esque to me, with the handles and the shiftiness and the ability to finish around the rim and just pull up on a dime. Like, he has it. 3-part move right here. Swoop, and gone. Just an absolute beast. And that's just a small sample size. I could really show you guys clips all night on Austin Reaves, but I really feel like Austin has an elite bag, and we don't talk enough about it. We talk about his shooting, his playmaking, but his handles have taken another level, and that's something I always wanted from him, because I saw the potential in Austin. That is something that I definitely wanted for this man to have in his bag for sure. And I'm just really mesmerized by the leap. He's taken a quantum leap to get to that next level, right? And so I'm very proud of Austin. We are going to talk about other NBA teams as well. So if you guys have any questions related to the Lakers or any other team, make sure to fire them. This is NBA Weekly, even though we can't stop talking about the Luka Lakers, baby. All right, here's where the standings are now. After the last win versus the Nuggets, the Lakers leapfrog the Rockets, right? And I told you guys we have a chance after the Luka trade. I said top 4 before the Luka trade, right? But now check it out. We actually have a chance, if we keep winning here, to get all the way up to the 2nd seed. I always told you guys I never thought the 1st seed was attainable. The Thunder are just way too good. But that 2nd seed is within reach, guys. We are a game and a half back of both the Grizzlies and the Nuggets. Really a game back in the loss column, but I'm looking at the wins as well. And I think that's really special, man. Where do you guys think we'll end up? I actually think we'll end up top 3. Maybe even that 2nd seed. Depends on how we look. But the month of March is looking tough. But I think, again, the Lakers will rise to the occasion. He said Austin should be finalist for most improved this year for sure. He should be. But you guys know, even AD never used to get respect for the Lakers as far as the Defensive Player of the Year award. And so I don't have that much confidence in the fact that they would actually, put him up there. But he should. I agree. He's the best 3rd option. I talked about this with my good friend D Free on Around the League when I had him here as a guest. I thoroughly believe Austin Reaves is the best 3rd option in the league. Just take a look around. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Maurice? How's it going, brother? I will say 3rd, but it doesn't matter as long as it's 1 through 5. I'm good. I will say 1 through 4th, Maurice. 1 through 4th, I'm good with. D Free said the winner will probably be Norman Powell, sadly. Bro, don't even jinx it, man. If I have to see a Clipper raise any sort of trophy, I'm gonna be sick to my damn stomach. But again, the more we move up, the more we can have those conversations about of where guys will get personal accolades potentially. I want to talk about something my good friend D Free actually sent me this morning on Twitter. Check this out, guys. This is the official stat right here on where the Lakers are post Anthony Davis trade, right? Now the Lakers have played 10 games since AD went down. All right, we have gone 8-2, and we are 6th in offense, 2nd overall in defensive rating, 4th in net rating, 5th in 3-pointers made, 4th in 3-point percentage, third, and I think efficiency field goal percentage or something like that. Unless they accidentally put the E there, it must be field goal percentage. First in fast break points, which is my favorite. First in points in the paint, second favorite. 7 in points off of turnovers. And then second in opponents' points per game, field goals made, aka defense. First in opponents' point per game field goal. So we're playing absolutely stunning defense here. Fourth in opponents' point per game 3-point shot. So we actually guarding the 3-point line. Vando and them have a lot to do with it. Third in plus minus. So Lakers just improving all across the board. And again, this is not a knock on AD. It's just it's actually a compliment on how JJ has been able to adjust what we are doing here and just we're improving, guys. I mean, I thoroughly believe we have the best. And by the way, that's a fire pick right there by Basketball Forever. I believe we are thoroughly the best overall team. It's just going to take some time for them to gel and show that consistently, right? But yeah, it's going to be insane, man. Diehards, boy. Yep. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of all this efficiency and all this excitement for the Lakers? I'm pretty sure it's him, but he's been quasi all-star. He's the only player ever to average the stars he averaged and not make the all-star game. Laugh my ass off, then make it up to him. And the reason why is because you play for the Clippers, so nobody cares. Look, man, when you play for the Clippers, brother, when you just play for that, excuse me, that silly franchise.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
We don't care, my friend. We don't care. And that's the bottom line. At the end of the day, you know, that is the Shadow Realm franchise. They are deep in the trenches, and nobody even like if they win an award, nobody's even gonna bat an eye. We're not even gonna look at Norman Powell and be like, yeah, Norman Powell. No, nobody cares. Even though that's a UCLA guy, he's just playing for the wrong team. Much as I hate the Clippers, I have to agree with you, D-Free. Well, here's why I disagree. Forget about the stats, right? The Clippers are about to start spiraling. I'll say if the Lakers continue to climb, we're the second seed, and Austin continues his ascension, which, by the way, he's done tremendous. He's averaging 19 points a game. He continues to get closer to the 20s. And us being in the second seed, I will have to reward winning. I've always been a big fan of rewarding winning and not losing, which is why I was mad that Denver Nuggets and Jokic won the MVP last year over the number 1 seed and the best real player in the league, which was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last year. So that's the only reason I disagree. But yeah, he's talented. I wouldn't be too mad if he wins it, but I'm not going to care. Let's see here. Metrically, DFS is our best defender, and it's not close. He's been huge. And people try to tell me that I shouldn't be excited after the D'Lo trade. My goodness, man. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh, man. Some people just they love certain players just because of their haircuts or whatever. It's weird to me. But yeah. Let's get into this power rankings, though, guys. We got tons of content coming up. I still got to do over the hedge and all that good stuff. So let's get into that power rankings. All right, here goes. Let's see. So this week, Washington is 30th. No surprise there. Charlotte, no surprise there at 29. Their biggest win is, ironically, the one against the Lakers, which hurts me even more now, knowing we could have been a top 3 seed already if it wasn't for those last 2 losses to the Jazz and to the Pelicans. To the Jazz and to the Charlotte Hornets. The Pelicans, 28th. Again, they stink. Chicago Bulls actually just slaughtered the Sixers tonight, but that's not going to help them in the standings. 27th. The Utah Jazz, 26th. Nobody. Yeah, those are the least interesting teams right here. There goes Philly. Toronto, who just traded for Brandon Ingram. They're going to be around the same. They're going to hover around the same area. Brooklyn, last week were 23. I mean, same. These teams are not going to move up very much. Same thing with the Hawks. Nobody moving there. Yo, the Phoenix Suns are free falling right now. And rightfully so. The chemistry got to be shot after Kevin Durant found out that he might have gotten traded. Like, the chemistry has to be shot. There's no way around it, chat. No way around it. See, I don't think team winning will matter. That award typically goes to a losing player. Talk about your bronze trophies, man. The league just loves rewarding losers like Steve Ballmer. That's why they made the in-season tournament. But guess what? They still haven't won anything there. So, yeah. Let's see. Wait, what? It doesn't matter how many games. They were the lower seed, man. I'm rewarding the guy with the best seed. He was young as well, and he put up better numbers overall. So I'm going to reward the best guy there. All right, let's keep up with the power ranks. All those Delos fans left the chat a long time ago. They're still lurking. They're hoping for DFS to have a bad game. All right, San Antonio, ironically, moved up one spot. Last week they were 21. They lost Wemby, so it's kind of irrelevant. Whatever they do this year, not going to amount to much. Sacramento Kings, they're in the same spot, but they're not a good team. All right, make no mistake, that trade was such a horrible deal. I would have got the young pieces. I hated that trade when they made for Zach LaVine and them, because it's like they're still trying to be something they're not. You're not going to compete in the West without Fox, especially. Like, you already weren't competing with him. Now you downgraded to Zach LaVine. You're not going to compete. I like Zach, but I'll take Fox any day of the week. If that was the case, they should have got Castle back at the end, the draft picks, right? I don't know. I don't know what the Kings are doing, and I don't think they know. Miami Heat are 18. They're moving up. Good for them after the trade. Obviously, no more distraction with Jimmy Butler. Portland. All right, Portland moving down. We beat them, and they were kind of on a heater. And the Orlando Magic, of course, are moving up. Their guys are getting healthier. Very, very decent team this year. Too bad they beat us when we had momentum earlier in the year. But Pistons have been one of my biggest shockers this season. Shout out to the coaching staff. Again, I say it every week on NBA Weekly, but shout out to the coaching staff, right? Because they are getting it done. They're getting it done. And Cade Cunningham, just an absolute beast. And tonight, I think they won again tonight. Dallas, of course, they're going to fall off a little bit. The injuries are starting to plague them, but they still kind of holding their head above water. They're 4 games over 500, which has been impressive. Max Christie has been interesting there. Obviously, him and Kyrie are gelling really, really good. Offense, defense, backcourt duo. This is my favorite thing right here. The Clippers starting to really get exposed, and they're starting to fall off little by little. They lost tonight. I think these power rankings were dropped before then, so they should drop lower. Pretender as squad. And then you got Milwaukee. Milwaukee's starting to play a little bit better in spite of Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers. They did trade for Kyle Kuzma. Even though it says here he's not shooting a good field goal percentage, but he's going to be on the floor down the stretch. So they're eventually going to gel. He's going to get some big minutes there, especially with the suspension of Bobby Portis. So happy for Kuz. He's playing some winning ball finally after some years. You got Golden State moving up. By the way, I want to talk Golden State a little bit, okay? Because I said when they traded for Jimmy Butler, I don't see them being a contender at all. I still feel that way. Don't get it twisted. But they are what's their latest record? They're 5-1 since the Jimmy Butler trade. Right, we'll come back to the power rankings. They're 5-1 since the Jimmy Butler trade. As you can see here, Curry is rejuvenated all of a sudden. I think he got about 5 more good games in him for the rest of the year, but he's rejuvenated. And Jimmy Butler, obviously, he's a winner. Still not impressed. Okay, 5-1 seems nice. They beat about 2 quality opponents during that run. I saw Draymond Green over here doing the bell to ass emoji on the sideline after they beat the Mavericks. The Mavericks are hurt. Nobody's impressed by that win, but a win is still a win. So I'll give them their halfway credit. But Jimmy, we know what Jimmy can be, right? But it is the Western Conference. Eventually, they will get eliminated. I don't know if it's in the play-in or the first round of the playoffs. But like I said, I don't see them going much further than that. Let's please not be a prisoner of the season. Just like ESPN with the Clippers, every year they're so mesmerized around January, and in February they start falling off. So the Warriors, their window has closed. All right, this is a very cute 5-1, and Jimmy Butler. So it's only a matter of time before they start punching each other. I'm not impressed. I'll say that. I'm gonna say that straight up. And at the expense of sounding like a hater, so be it. Right? Not impressed. It is what it is. They'll eventually fall off. All right. Moving on. Let's see. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves falling off a little bit. 31-27. And it's starting to step it up, though. And it's definitely going to start to step it up. But everybody else, Julius Randle, I think he's injured right now. Naz Reid is playing some pretty solid basketball last I checked. They got some young pieces mixed in there with some veterans. We'll see how they end up. They're a wild card for me. Never know. The Rockets are finally starting to fall off a little bit. They've been hot all year. They have a lot of great young talent. Here's another team that I think is built for the regular season. Come postseason, I think their deficiencies are going to get exposed. But they're a good regular season team. Got to give them props. Told you guys Memphis would fall off eventually. There you go. They're starting to slide just a little bit. They're still a good team, and they're still ahead of us in the standings, but we're not far back behind. So as long as we keep winning and building the Luka chemistry, we'll be straight. But I like these power rankings because they got us above them already. Pacers are starting to move up a little bit. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Tyrese Halliburton came to life. All right. He was having an uncharacteristic season, but as of late, he's been playing a lot better. So again, Pacers are going to be a solid team. The Knicks have been disappointing. They got beat by Boston just what was it, yesterday? And they lost to Cleveland, and it was ugly versus Cleveland. So the Knicks always do this, though, man. They go on these little runs, and then eventually they get it together. What's disappointing me about them is their defense. Their offense is good. They're ranked number 4. Their defense is 20th. For a Thibodeau team, that is insane. You know what I'm saying? That is insane to me. I don't remember the last time a Thibs team was so low on the defensive end. You know what I mean? So I'm not too disappointed because I know they'll eventually pick it up, but it is a little surprising. All right. The Denver Chicken McNuggets, you love to see this. We knocked them off their high horse. They had a 9-game win streak. Okay. And they're number 2 in offense because they get away with a lot of fouling, as we saw the other night. But their defensive rating is where they're going to get exposed. All right. 17th defensively. And now look, we've arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Last week we were 7th. And all it took was one impressive victory for the Lakers to leapfrog all these teams and everybody to come to the realization that we got Luka. I don't know where they were lost in translation. I don't know where they thought what's up, KJ? I don't know where they thought that we didn't get Luka. It just felt like people were writing us off just because we traded AD away. But for those of us Laker fans that have been watching all year, we knew that we still had something with the defensive wings, that JJ Redick is a mastermind, somebody who continues to craft a perfect machine. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect machine, but he's a workaholic. He mentioned how he couldn't sleep before the Nuggets game, and it showed, right? Preparation meets opportunity equals success. And that's what happened, last night or a couple nights ago. That's what happened when we smoked the Denver Chicken McNuggets. And we got to keep that going, though. We got to build off of that. We got the Dallas Mavericks, but that'll be covered tomorrow. I can't wait for that game. He said Curry, much like LeBron, looked energized in those games. He's scoring for easier. ETC looks like he just wanted a chance. Got to give them credit. I don't think they'll go far, but I can see round 2. Fair enough. But that's about as much credit as we're going to give them for sure. Round 2, and that's pushing it for me. I think round 1 is going to be, shooting for the stars. Coach Tibbs always kills his own teams. He wears them out, doesn't he? That's the only problem I've had. I love him as a coach. He's hard-nosed, but they do seem worn out. All right, back to the power rankings. I love this, though. We're number 4. We're a top 4 team in the NBA, not in the West, in the NBA, according to NBA.com. And for once in my life, I feel like they got it right. For once in my life. Matter of fact, that deserves a round of applause. Let's go. But listen. They're going to find out real soon that we're better than number 4. And the Lakers are going to find out as well. But again, we are a top 10 offensive rating team, only continuing to trend upwards because, again, we've been so much better after the AD trade. And we are top 13 overall defensive rating, but we're not talking about the last 15 games or so, right? This is just overall for the season. So we continue to climb in the power rankings. And then you got the Cavs, who were number 1 for a long time, but, recently had fallen off to number 3. Again, the Cavs are just an amazing team for the regular season, but will this version of the Cavs show up for the postseason? We'll see. It's one of those teams that you got to show it to me to make me a believer. I love Donovan Mitchell. I love their depth. Darius Garland's really good, obviously, an amazing backcourt. Their front court depth is amazing as well. They got the Twin Towers over there with Mobley, with Jared Allen. On paper, they look amazing. But will they be able to overcome the Celtics? God, I hope so. I don't want to see Boston in the finals again. And then we're just going to skip over this ugly-ass team right here. The Boston Celtics, 41-16. Nothing new there. They're defending champs. They got a stacked roster. And then number 1, again, they continue to be number 1, rightfully so, because they're a wonderful team. All right. And they're well-rounded. They probably have the most well-rounded roster from top to bottom. The only thing that they're lacking is playoff experience. That's it. That's the only reason people don't have them as contenders. But I truly think that they could surprise a lot of teams in the West. So we definitely got to watch out for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I still like our chances in a 7-game series for sure. So as you can see, we're going to get better and better and better. And it's going to be insane moving forward. And Dallas are without its bigs. Yeah, Dallas without his bigs is going to be. When they get their bigs back, if they continue to keep their head above water, Dallas is interesting to me because they're building a lot of chemistry. Then again, it's like throwing in a new ingredient on an already delicious plate, right? It's already looking good, but can this new ingredient elevate them to make them great? And, can they prepare it in time for Chef Gordon Ramsay to taste it? And what I mean by that is, can they be ready for the playoffs? Okay. Because that's when it's going to matter. But, outside of playing versus us, I'm low-key on the side cheering for them on the side because I want to see AD do good. I want to see Max Christie do good. And I want to see their fans have some, those fans over there, somebody check for a pulse because they have been miserable. And again, it's been insane to watch. Let's see. KJ says, I got League Pass connected to playback. Hey, let's go. He said, I can watch without the pass now, I think. Most games, yes, except for the locally blackout restricted ones. But I think since you're in Memphis, you should be good. We'll see. But hey, that's what's up, bro. Happy for you, man. He said, also, I think they plan to put PJ Washington on Luka. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right. They put Jaylen Brown, who's a much better defender, on Luka, and he still was able to average 29 points a game in the finals when he was the only one firing, by the way. Now he's got LeBron with him, Austin Reaves with him, and Rui. People were asking me, what's the nickname for the Big Four? Fantastic Four, baby. All right, the Fantastic Four. If they keep playing like this, well, we need Rui to continue to be efficient. He's gotten better defensively, which I'm proud of. Rebounding sometimes, but just offensively. Like DFS said, they're going to get a lot of wide open shots, and they just got to knock them down, right? All right, so we seen the power rankings. All right, we're gonna go into over the hedge in a little bit, but I want you guys to see this, okay? Because our guy Luka is happy. They were starting rumors about this guy wanting to leave the Lakers. He looked miserable. He just got traded, y'all. He just got traded. Check this out. Look how happy he looks, y'all. And he's smacking everything. By the way, have you guys noticed something? Let's see if you guys noticed something about his look. Let's see if you guys noticed something about his look. Anything at all. Anything. First one in the chat that says it, man. Bridges hasn't been a good defender in 2 years. Cat is the worst defensive big in the NBA. Literally, he's last. All defensive stats. Hard is okay. Brunson's a cone. They have no defense. Well, hopefully when they get Mitchell Robinson, they can incorporate that. Can anybody? Okay, KJ got it. KJ got it. Yes, sir. Slim. He looks slim. And my girl pointed something out that was very, very interesting to me. And this is why you love girls that are very attentive to detail. Shout out to Yessie. All right. Luka probably had a couple of bad games because he was adjusting to all the workouts and losing all the weight and all the personal trainers that were probably putting him through the ringer so he can be in basketball shape. Look, when we've gone to work out, me and my girl, we sometimes when you lift weights or you put your body through the grind, it impacts the way you play on the court. I didn't even think of that. Like, look how quickly he's looking slim again, guys. He's looking like half of what he looked like when he got off the plane right now. And people try to clown me when I say he's going to be motivated, especially with all the criticism that he came with. And he's in LA, the most beautiful city in the world, with the best fans in the world. He's going to want to put on a show. So, yeah, he looks slim. He looks in shape. And happy, most importantly. Yes, absolutely. And right, Solo? And so, again, all these false narratives and all these people that were just hating and saying all these negative things. This is why I tell everybody, simmer down. Let him settle in, and you're going to see what happens moving forward. Chewy, what's up, my brother? He said, Dan, what do you think? Get rid of the three-point shot to replace it. In order to get a three-point, you have to dunk the ball. This will stop a lot of the standing around teams can play defense. Unfortunately, it sounds interesting, but unfortunately, Chewy, that'll never happen. The three ball is the biggest draw for a lot of young fans. Like every time I go to the gym, everybody's shooting threes, even the people that shouldn't. Everybody's shooting threes, man, unfortunately, right? So, yeah, man, I don't think threes are ever going to go away, but there can be other things, they can bring back like hand checking and, not giving them all the calls and, you know what I'm saying? That way people want to shoot better percentage shots. I don't know. They got to figure something out because, yeah, it is getting ridiculous, borderline atrocious. But again, the Lakers have been doing a good job defending the three-point line as of late. And that is why the last 17 games or so, we're the number one defense in the entire NBA. Think about that. Without Anthony Davis, right? And we're ranked number 4 in the NBA power rankings, which is something that a lot of people didn't think was going to happen this season, right? Myself included. I knew we could be like a top 10 defensive team with the wings we had, but number one is amazing. Good job, JJ, and great job, everybody. Everybody was involved into making that happen. The wings, even LeBron has looked a lot more motivated and a lot more enthused, playing some phenomenal defense here and there. All right, guys, it is that time. Let's see if I bring it up here. Bring up the graphic. Bear with me. It is time, guys, for Over the Hedge. All right, this is the segment where we look at opponents or other fan bases from the other side of the hedge that are upset for whatever reason, and we just have a good laugh at it. All right, and this week, guess who got it? Denver Nugget fans, you were selected. Who's your daddy? All right, check it out. They were miserable, by the way. Miserable if I've ever seen it. This guy, excuse me. His name is Red Raider Man. He said, it's clear the Lakers have surpassed us. They officially own us, and we have zero chance against them. Trading Murray needs to be seriously considered. He's regressed to the point where he's not sure he would start on a single team in the league. Oh, my God. The overreaction is insane. And there were 17 people that actually like this. Okay, he said, I say this is, as a lifelong fan, it's over. So just because he's a lifelong fan, his opinion apparently matters more than everybody else's. That's so funny, man. I love the Laker fans that are in here trolling too, because they try to troll us for years, and it's gonna be our time now. It ain't that fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? Let's see who else we got here. It says, guys, what was that? Unreal, y'all got Bell to an obese PG and a 56-year-old. Wolves fans are in the chat trolling. Cone outside. Make sure MPJ watches that film, bro. Should have had 30 plus. Yeah, right. Yeah, so they were really, really embarrassed, and I love the Laker fans over here, man, dropping the gifts. A lot of Laker fans were trolling up in here, man, and it's really awesome to watch. But this was under the Denver Nuggets post. I got another one here. This was probably my favorite one from Over the Hedge, and that is Nuggets fans woke up like they missed D'Lo and Darvin. Why? Because we lost a lot of games to the Nuggets due to these two. So I really think it's hilarious, man. They're all, the trolling online is always fun, especially when your favorite team wins, and then you go and you see what people are saying. I mean, that's super funny. So yeah, shout out to Over the Hedge. One more mini episode, man. I got to make that longer, by the way. I got to look for more next time. All right, comments, questions, concerns. He said he looks 240. Hashtag that man's loving LA. I think that's what you meant to say. I hate to say AD probably done for the season. Rob P saved us. That was my biggest fear, man. His injuries as a Laker fan, that was my biggest fear. I hope we can all stay healthy over here on this side, and I wish him the best, because you hate to see AD go out like that. Did he opt out? Maybe in the summer he might, and we'll see. The threes are better percentage shots unless you get layups. That's why the NBA takes those. An argument can be made about if you should, but the why is well broken down. I agree with D Free on this one. It is a better percentage shot when it's open. The ones I have the problem with are the contested ones when we settle and we let the defense off the hook. We didn't make a move. We didn't move the ball. And as a result, now they're out in transition getting layups going the other way, because that is actually a 5-point swing. Not only did you not make it 3, but you gave up a wide open 2 or even a 3. That could be a 6-point swing. So you see, it's not always about making threes when they're not open. So, but I agree with D Free, man. It's a big part of the sport. I don't mind it. The only thing I mind is when it's all we see, like at the All-Star game, half-court threes and stuff with no defense. I hate that. Everybody is about to start hoarding bigs so they don't come to LA. Here's the thing. We got Luka. Luka is going to be a major piece. Listen, even Alex Len busted a U-turn. I know he's not the best example because he hasn't looked good at all for us. But even Alex Len was going to Indy. He canceled that and came back over here. You think that's a coincidence? I think not. That's because we had Luka, and everybody hopes that a player like that can elevate their game, and most times he does. Amazing player. Same thing with LeBron. So, yep. AD isn't out for the season. They will be fully healthy in a couple weeks. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I actually think I'm going to go cover it on playback whenever they do play, assuming it is when the Lakers don't play, and I will be covering that on playback, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But, guys, tomorrow we got Dallas We got an in-shape, motivated Luka who's going to stick it to Nico Harrison. And what I really am focused on tomorrow, and I'm not going to get too much into pregame because that's tomorrow, but I want Laker fans who are going to the game just to give Anthony Davis the absolute best standing ovation. I know they're going to show a video up on the screen. I know we're going to do it already, but I want it to feel heartfelt, man, because he deserves it, guys, regardless of everything. And same thing for Christie. Cheer both of those guys on before the game starts. As soon as the game starts, they're enemies. All right. Whoever's on the court is an enemy. But, I hope that the ovation is loud and heartfelt, and I look forward to it. But putting that to the side, I cannot wait. I think make a quick prediction, guys, before I get off of here. What do you guys think Luka is going to drop? 50 ball, 60 ball, 40 ball? I'm thinking, he might go for 50. Like, if I'm the Lakers, we're not gonna lose sight of what's important. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm gonna say, Luka, I need you to take at least 45 shots. All right, from anywhere, and let the game come to you. Don't force it, but he knows how to get open, and he knows how to get teammates open. I'm thinking they're gonna double and even triple Luka, but I want him to get aggressive and go to the basket. It's gonna be a primetime game, and then once he gets it rolling, then he can hit him with those step backs. Wow. Oh man, it's gonna be fun, y'all. But I want to see stat predictions down low, man. I see my boy D Prince. How you doing, brother? He said, I think Luka's gonna get 45, 10, and 12. 3 triple double. Sorry, man. I hope so. Anything along the lines would be amazing. And I want him to have that signature moment where he just yells and he's looking at Nico Harrison and saying he's flexing on him. Bam! Like you said, you call me fat? You talking about Willis? I believe Dallas bigs are out, but they do have Kessler Walker and Moses Brown. Wait, what are we talking about? In Dallas? Or are we talking about offseason? What are we talking about here? 28 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Ooh, that would be a glorious triple-double. But for some reason, D-Free, I would be satisfied with that, especially with a win, which is the most important thing. But I want to see 40-plus from my guy. I want to see him get a 40-plus game. And I know he wants to get it too. And listen, the Lakers players already said they're very excited, and they got Luka's back. So I'm thinking they're scheming. I'm thinking LeBron and Luka are on the phone tonight talking about plays, how to get him open and stuff like that, because they know that they're going to blitz Luka tomorrow. He knows it. Right? And Luka's so unselfish, he's going to give it up whenever they blitz him and they double team him. He's a cerebral player. But eventually, I think he's, they're going to let the big dog loose, and he's about to go off, man. He looks good. He looks really good already. He's going to save the big scoring for in Dallas. That's a good point. But still, we want it all, man. Let's get greedy, baby. Let's get greedy. 50 here, 50 there, 50 everywhere. Just spreading it. We're spreading it all over like Kimmy K, man. We're gonna spread it all, the love all over the place, man. We got enough of Luka to go around, and so that's what I'm hoping for, guys. That is gonna wrap it up for another episode of NBA Weekly. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you guys hit the like button, whether you're watching it live or later on down the road, man. It always helps the channel. We are growing tremendously, so I do appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody, man. All my members, all my subscribers, everybody who hit the like button, and just all the beautiful people in the chat. Appreciate you guys right now. And I will see you guys tomorrow for pregame, all right? Game is at 7, so pregame will probably be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you guys tap in. And also, if you have not downloaded the app, don't stay back, all right? Download Playback for a chance at one of the 20 VIP passes to watch along with me and potentially a special guest tomorrow. So, again, stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go Lakers, baby. Lakers on the rise, though. Number 4 in power rankings as of this video today. Let's see how far we can go, because I think we're going to be top 2 in the league, all right, by the end of the season. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon. Peace.